President wasting no time getting to work yesterday, signing 17 executive orders. They include orders that will have an impact on Americans struggling to pay their rent or their student loans.
And 12 News reporter Kate Walsh is joining us live as we continue our in-depth coverage. Kate? Well, as we know, the pandemic is causing thousands of Americans to be on the brink of homelessness and in debt. And among the president's 17 executive orders signed on day one were two that address just that. The first, to extend the current pause on federal student loan payments even longer. Those payments were suspended last March, but students were expected to start paying again at the end of this month. An extension of that pause was pitched as part of the stimulus relief bill, but was cut before Congress passed the final bill. So President Biden extended the pause in his executive order through September now. His press secretary announced Biden also helped those struggling financially to pay their mortgages.
He took immediate action to confront the crisis and asked relevant agencies to extend nationwide moratoriums on evictions and foreclosures.
Those extensions on federally guaranteed mortgages last through the end of March, at least for now. Remember, this is all being done even before cabinet members have been approved by the Senate to lead the departments these executive orders may impact. I'm Kate Walsh, 12 News.
And in the hours following his inauguration, President Biden signed a total of 17 executive orders.
Yeah, many of them reversing longstanding policies from the Trump administration, like immigration. And reporter Kate Walsh is joining us now with more on what's different already. We heard a little bit about that just now. President Biden took aggressive action against the Trump administration's immigration policies right away, signing several executive orders addressing everything from the border wall to that so-called Muslim ban. First, the border wall. An executive order stops further building of the wall and orders an investigation into redirecting funding away from that program. Another order stops the Trump administration's plan to leave out non-citizens from the U.S. Census count. One executive order helps those under the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA program. It proposes an 8-year pathway to citizenship for people living here without legal status. DACA recipients are cautiously optimistic.
We're still very conscious of the history, the scars that we have physically, mentally, and emotionally. When hearing the plan, it's one of those where it's making sure that as we go through and we fight for this, we hold everyone accountable.
The so-called Muslim ban has stopped. An executive order directs the State Department to start allowing people from predominantly Muslim and African countries to get visas again, or at least start the process of getting visas again. I'm Kate Walsh, 12 News.